Hey, what is up everybody and welcome back to another video. Alright, today we are back with another death battle in lieu of the fact that Deadpool 3 has just came out, which if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. It is an incredible movie. With the god-awful MCU track at the minute since Endgame, there's been not many good MCU movies out there, bar, off the top of my head, Deadpool and Wolverine and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. There might be another one in there, but I can't really think. After Endgame, ended, that was kind of it for me, and Phase 4 just kind of fell completely flat. But Deadpool 3 was an absolute masterpiece in my opinion. Just hit $1 billion in the box office, so evidently a lot of other people think so too. I don't know many people that didn't enjoy the movie. I know one or two that were like, yeah, it was good, but it just wasn't what I wanted it to be, which, you're not going to please everyone, so it is what it is. But yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, I would highly recommend it. It is incredibly funny. Breaks the fourth wall a lot, I will say that, which is obviously, Deadpool's whole shtick. That's his main gimmick. The Merc with the mouth that can break the fourth wall. So he does that a lot in the third one, which it can get a lot, but if you ever have read the comics, Deadpool does that a lot. He once beat a guy with his own speech bubble. So, it's coming, you expect it, don't you? But a lot of people kind of had a gripe with that I saw, that they did that a lot. But again, it's his whole shtick. But anyways, continuing on that, we are going to be watching Deadpool versus Deathstroke. Admittedly, I don't know a lot about Deathstroke. I know Deadpool was essentially made from him. His character is sort of based off of Deathstroke, kind of in a way. But Deathstroke's he's just a mercenary, straight-laced, doesn't take shit. I think he's a really incredible fighter, but I don't know a lot about him. Whereas I know a shit ton about Deadpool. He was one of my favorite, not just Marvel characters, but characters in general. I think he's absolutely hilarious. I've watched and read a whole bunch of his stuff, including the twice that he killed the entire Marvel Cinematic, well, not Marvel Cinematic, he killed the entire Marvel multiverse and then made his way into the real world, to which he was about to kill the writers. So, it's fun. He's hilarious. My money is already on Deadpool. I can't imagine Deathstroke having anything that can actually harm Deadpool in any kind of way. Now, I don't know if this is the Deadpool from the comics where he was literally imbued with immortality by Thanos so that he had to stay away from Lady Death. If you don't know, Lady Death and Deadpool had a thing going on, and Thanos loves Lady Death, which is why I believe in the comics is why he got the Infinity Gauntlet and eradicated half of the universe. I think that was to appease her and to be like, hey, look, you like death, and I've killed all these people for you. This is my love music to you. Please love me. Just love me, goddammit. But then Deadpool effortlessly just goes in there and swoops her off her feet. So yeah, I don't know if that's that Deadpool. If not, and he's not immortal, he still has a ridiculous healing factor that I just don't think Deathstroke would be able to get over. Unless he has something that mitigates the healing factor, because I do believe Deadpool's swords that he has does that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But my money's on Deadpool. Let's see if we can get another one. Cannot wait. Hope you guys are excited for this one. Let's go. Alright, let's go. Death battle. They say also, another reason why I started watching this one in particular is because they've just brought out an animated Deadpool versus Deathstroke. I don't know if that's strictly from this part, but I might throw it in at the end just to see how different it is, but we'll have a look. We'll see.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery, but sometimes it's nothing but a slap in the face. Such is the case when it comes to these two masked mercenaries.
Deadpool, the Merc with a mouth.
And Deathstroke, the Terminator.
He's whizzing on boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their
God, I
weapons,
fucking love
armor,
Deadpool,
and
man.
to find out who would win a death battle.
You see him on t-shirts, internet memes, and everywhere you look at nerd conventions.
You damn straight you do.
But the story behind this popular anti-hero isn't as lighthearted as his joking nature would lead you to believe. Wade Winston Wilson was a globe-trotting mercenary looking for his chance to become the world's next greatest superhero. Then he was diagnosed with cancer, which hit him like a flaming semi-truck falling on his face.
That's oddly specific.
Facing the
Incredibly
inevitability of death, Wade gave up. He abandoned his heroic dreams, stopped his chemo treatments, and dumped his girlfriend to free her from the burden of a man doomed to die.
Doomed until he was offered a cure by Department K, the Special Weapons Development Division of a strange alien world called Canada.
Oh, not Canada. Dear God.
And by cure, I mean he actually was handed over to the Weapon X program, the same guys who gave Wolverine's bones the old chrome dip. They injected Wade with Wolvie's healing factor.
Which I don't even know if that's possible. Do they have like a spare jar of essence of Wolverine or something?
With the ability to heal from anything, his body became a surgical playground for Dr. Kilbrew and his assistant Ajax. Just like Operation, only constantly hitting the sides. But hey, at least he doesn't have cancer anymore.
Well, actually he does. It just, his body regenerates before the cancer cells can kill him. He is now essentially a walking tumor.
Still does. His cells just regenerate faster than the cancer can kill him. Beneath that red and black spandex, he's basically a giant walking tumor, which can talk.
What? Did I just fucking write this shit? I promise you, goddammit, I haven't seen this episode, alright? I had one guy ages ago because I guessed one thing that was going to happen in Has Been Hotel, which wasn't even a big deal. It was literally just Razzle and Dazzle, the two dragons that are chilling with Charlie. I was like, oh, Razzle and Dazzle are going to help. Lo and behold, a couple of minutes later, they helped her, which is literally their job. And this guy was like, funny how you knew that they were going to help. And I was like, are you like suggestion that I watched the episode beforehand, went back, then did a reaction to it, only to randomly guess that one tiny thing that has no significance to the plot whatsoever? And he was like, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. I was like, okay, fair enough. No, that was just
Talk
gonna
a
continue.
lot.
Oh my god.
Kill him with fire! Oh, wait. We can't.
Yeah, unfortunately
Meanwhile,
not.
among Kilbrew's other prisoners, a gambling ring was formed. Patients would place bets on each other's survival under the knife.
And these bets were placed in what they called the Deadpool. Get it? Because it's kind of like where his name comes from. Oh, you'll see.
Unfortunately
hello.
for Kilbrew, Wade had somehow gotten superhuman strength, speed, and stamina. Because I guess they had a jar filled of that shit too. He used these skills to kill Ajax and make a dramatic escape. Free at last, his fellow inmates inspired him to take on his now famous namesake.
Deadpool!
Deadpool! Yeah!
What the heck?
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please continue talking about how great I am.
I was afraid of this. See, Deadpool somehow possesses a unique awareness of whatever medium he's in, whether it be comic books, games, TV shows, or an awesome internet show.
What now?
Basically, he's a pro at shattering the fourth wall.
Damn straight he
Oh,
is.
hey, Boomstick, tell your ex-wife I said hello.
You've got 5 seconds to get the hell out of here before I blow your head off.
Unfortunately, all that would do is just piss him off. Bad idea, as Deadpool is a master martial artist, seasoned assassin, and a raging sex machine. What?
Yeah, I noticed you left
Yeah,
a
just-
few things in the script, so I made some changes.
Just keep the hat on,
No, just
and the mask on.
important Stuff. Like my penis.
Well, by raging sex machine, he means getting down with a bloated alien, a shape-shifting teenage prostitute, and death herself. He must have some pretty low standards. That's right, this guy literally tried to stick his dick in death. Maybe that's why he liked my ex-wife. But besides
Nice.
his dick, Deadpool
I mean, he's not gonna
has
die, is he?
arsenal of
So-
weaponry he can pull out of absolutely nowhere.
This is an animation technique commonly called the magic satchel, though its existence as an actual thing is preposterous.
Oh yeah? Watch this.
I hate you.
Oh, I hate you too.
Proved you
Me
wrong though,
too.
didn't he?
Some of Deadpool's favorite toys include
My trusty rusty twin katanas, some grenades, my 2 favorite machine guns, butter and I can't believe it's not butter, a teleportation belt, an infinity stone that alters continuity. Oh, I can't choose. I love them all.
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna kill him.
La 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 la.
Combined, Deadpool's weapons and abilities have helped him accomplish some amazing feats in spite of his illness.
His quick draw is fast enough to beat 7 Hydra agents at once. He can decimate legions of armed warriors solo while talking on the phone. He's the only one to ever outwit Taskmaster, who literally has the power to predict his opponent's moves. And in one instance, he even murdered the entire Marvel
Yeah, he
universe,
did.
including the supposedly unkillable Wolverine.
He did this with a sword made of carbonadium, an alloy capable of nullifying healing factors.
That's the sword I was
In other
talking about.
words, he cheated.
He survived skyscrapers collapsing on top of him, having his heart ripped out, his head blown to bits, and even his entire body melted into a puddle.
But his regeneration is also responsible for one of his greatest downfalls. This power has trained him to think he's invincible, and so he's become quite careless in battle.
And that's just if his extreme ADHD hasn't already put him into a bind.
Yet there are few more deadly than the regenerating degenerate. Really, Deadpool finally accomplished his dream of becoming the next great superhero.
Aw, that's sweet of you guys. Want to see me naked?
Wait,
I would love to see you now. Oh my god!
Can't claw them out fast enough.
And now you're scarred for life.
Yeah, it truly is like a testicle with teeth, isn't it? But yes, anyways, is this an advert? Anyways, shit, I lost my train of thought. Oh, no, yeah, so, yeah, the first one, he goes through and kills the entire Marvel cinematic universe, and then I believe the one I was thinking of is, I think, like, MODOK and a few other ones, like, take control of him or convince him to kill the cinematic unit. I can't remember. Yeah, I know, like, there's one part where, like, he, like, has to, like, kill a bunch of kids, and even Deadpool's like, yeah, I'm glad I'm, like, not gonna remember this one. It even depressed him. So the man has a soul, man. The man has a soul, man.
In the history of the DC Universe, there has never existed a more lethal tactician and soldier than Slade Joseph Wilson. After illegally joining the US
I just remember him
military
from Teen
at the age of
Titans.
16,
That's all.
He fought in Korea for years, where his skill earned the attention of an experimental serum program and the lovely Captain Adeline Kane.
Wow.
This is sounding suspiciously like the origin story of Captain America.
Slade actually gets the girl.
Oh, never mind. But does he steal cars?
Probably. Slade
I mean,
completely
Cap got the
mastered
girl,
every fighting
so-
style under Adeline's tutelage in record time. Apparently, this impressed her so much they were married with a kid on the way in mere months.
Now that's my kind of woman. Oh, you're a badass? No roses, no dates. Let's fight people, get married, and plow.
Yeah.
Feeling pretty fucking great about life, Slade volunteered for an experiment that would help him resist enemy truth serums. Everything went exactly as planned.
Until it didn't.
You'd think these guys would have learned by now.
Wouldn't you know it, the injection did not have the effects they were looking for. But instead of ruining his life forever, the experiment accidentally transformed Slade into the deadliest assassin in the world. A Terminator, if you will. Which begs the question, what on earth does the US military think is in truth serums?
Exactly, what the
Slade
fuck?
rose as a new man known to the world as Deathstroke.
Did he do that?
Really?
Don't forget to like it.
Nice.
Deathstroke is nearly superhuman. He can hit harder, run faster, react quicker, and push himself longer than an Olympic athlete. Plus, he can use 90% of his brain, unlike the average 10%.
Come on, if we really only use 10% of our brains, we'd be about as dumb as sheep.
You're a sheep.
What's important here is Deathstroke's mind can process
Yeah, apparently that's a misconception. It's not that we can only use 10% of our brain. It's just that we apparently only use 10% of our brain at any given time. Because obviously you've got different segments of the brain and each part does different things. So apparently you only use 10% of each part of your brain at one given time. I think that's what apparently it meant. Where some people are thinking if you could use 100% of your brain, you could just start, you know, moving shit. Which would be cool. Like, I would love to have telekinesis, but unfortunately, I don't. It's kind of sad.
this information 9
I feel like in a
times
world
more
that we
efficiently
live
than
in,
an ordinary
that would be
man.
terrible.
He can
People
think
would abuse
quicker,
that shit.
hear better, and see faster. God damn it, that's not a real thing.
Ooh, we should put him and Captain America into a staring contest.
Ugh. He also has a healing factor, which can repair any part of his body.
Oh, he
even if
does?
His brain
Cool.
is blown to smithereens.
I didn't know that about him.
Bringing him back from the dead.
Unfortunately, life back home was rough for Slade. His abilities were put to the test when his son was kidnapped by a group of rival mercenaries. Despite a successful rescue, his son lost his ability to speak.
So his ungrateful wife lashed out in rage, and Slade was never the same.
Literally.
Bastard.
But he's one step closer to his secret dream of becoming a pirate. Question, Wizard, if he has a healing factor, how come he's still missing that eye?
Well, no one knows, Boomstick, but perhaps not even a healing factor can repair the deepest of emotional wounds.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Despite his new lack of depth perception, Deathstroke remained as skilled as ever.
Partially thanks to his favorite gear. I'm talking dual machine guns, a sniper rifle, and a super bomb.
Which
A
is
what?
actually just a glorified flashbang grenade
Oh, okay.
with trace bits of kryptonite. Guess who that's for?
The guy who fought Goku in one of the most biased fanboy videos ever.
Shut up, Wade.
Okay, Ben.
This is just getting weird. So back to the weapons. Deathstroke prefers his sweet Thundercat-style sword and laser-shooting energy lance. Also, he's got an awesome suit of armor.
That
made
he
up
does.
of
It's
Kevlar
pretty
and
badass.
metal.
Oh look, yet another fictional alloy stronger and lighter than titanium. Also, he has armor composed of promethium.
Well, my shirt is
Fuck's
made
promethium?
of stickium. See, I can make up alloys too, writers.
Actually, Boomstick,
Yeah, that was
promethium
real.
is a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh, come
I just don't know what it is.
Though in real life, it's a chemical used in atomic batteries to power guided missiles and
Oh,
spacecraft.
well, there you
But
go.
in comic book land, it's not that at all. It can absorb energy, is incredibly strong, and is self-regenerative.
God, that game was awful. Marvel versus DC Universe. Not Marvel. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. It was interesting. I don't know what went through their head to make a Mortal Kombat game that was, I think it was only a 12. Because you had heroic brutalities, which is what the heroes had, and then you had obviously fatalities, which is what everybody else had. But the fatalities weren't nearly as gory as obviously Mortal Kombat is known for. I think the most goriest one is like, I don't even know, I can't even think off the top of my head. Probably, like, I think Scorpion can like use his fire breath and turn someone into a skeleton. But that skeleton is literally like a clean bone skeleton. Like, there's no viscera or anything left on the bones. It's just 1 second he's flesh and human and yucky, and then next he's extra yucky and just a bone. That's it. Why make it?
Wait, so his suit has a healing factor too? So does like his zipper try and close itself when he wants to take a leak? Because that's horrifying. I mean, I remember when I got my junk stuck in the toaster.
With
Yep.
his impressive skills and arsenal,
I've seen
Deathstroke
Along
has
Came
defeated
Polly.
dozens of ninjas at once, survived an exploding nuclear submarine, and took down most of the Justice League by himself.
He's also really good at push-ups.
Kind of.
How many push-ups can he do?
All of them.
Despite multiple members of the Justice League agreeing he's the best tactician on the planet, Deathstroke is known for violent outbursts of rage when in extreme pain. Depending on who he's fighting, this can make him even more dangerous.
Deathstroke doesn't just solve problems.
He is.
terminates them.
He is the problem. Hey, there it is.
The evil that haunts every dark corner of your mind. I will never rest.
God, I need to rewatch that. It's so good. What is with the adverts, man?
All right, the combatants are set.
I haven't
Let's
seen
end this
Teen
debate
Titans in
once
so
and
long.
for all.
It's time for a death battle!
Even after all of this, my money is still on Wade. I'm pretty sure Wolverine even said one time that he was afraid of him. Like when he's getting serious and shit.
What a rip! Seriously, what makes this chump worth $10 more than me? Come on, I'm me. What? Am I right? Yeah, I am. I'm pretty sure. Ah!
It's your lucky day. I can show you.
Oh boy, a show? Can I get popcorn first? I hope they have salt and pepper shakers. I love it to be tasty. Bye.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Well,
Uh-oh. Bam! Bam!
You're good. Nice.
A Donatello fan, huh? I was always more of a Leonardo guy myself.
So was I.
Most people would pin me more as a Michelangelo. You know, that's them labeling. I will not be labeled.
There's no need for theatrics here. Come on now.
I gotta say, it's kind of an honor to get the snot beat out of me by you, of all people. Bruises aside, of course.
Let's see what kind of mark this leaves on you.
Oh, what was that? Oh my god.
Hey, buddy, don't let me slow you down.
Yeah, he's not gonna stop, huh?
Where is that son of a gun? I'm gonna show him what for, I swear to God. Shit.
Badass hit. But is this guy traveling at 100 miles an hour or something? Did you see the background of this thing? Jesus. Look at that.
Look at me! Look at me! Do not slow down! I hate your dumb face! Oh, is it sword fight time? Good thing I carry spares.
Where the fuck did you pull that out of your ass? Probably, to be fair.
If you spent half as much time concentrating as you do talking, perhaps you'd be less predictable.
Oh, you're kidding me! I'm predictable? I'm just getting warmed up.
Dance battle, baby! It's a lucky thing Quill isn't here. It's funny, I just made a video yesterday talking about the ray gun. The girl from the Olympics.
I don't mind. He's coming for me. He wants to fight.
Oh, there is no need for that. That is rude. So dramatic. Oh my god.
It's clean! Oh, it's cramping!
This is nice. Whoever did the voice for Deadpool did a pretty decent job. It's quite funny.
Well, that escalated quickly. You might want to lay low for a couple. You are pretty much responsible for a mass murder.
Oh god, he's pulling a Dante.
It's a Deathstroke kebab. Whoops. Hang on, give me a sec. This is gonna hurt. Oh. Whoa, hold on! You heal fast too? I've got something special for that.
Yeah, the almighty.
Radeon sword, murdering all your pesky Wolverines.
God damn, he got there before me.
Since 2012. Good year for cinema. All the children in the audience, cover your eyes.
R.I.P. to that guy.
And the moral of the story is... Deadpool wins! Yay! This is totally racist. You two
Fucking nailed it.
Oh, I see you rolling. Oh, you're hating. Oh, it wounds me so deep, doesn't it all? Explain how I beat this asshole.
Don't tell me how to do my job. This was a surprisingly even match. Though Deathstroke was the superior fighter of the two and had the better armor, Deadpool could take all his punishment and give just as much.
Deathstroke's smart, so normally he would have no problem predicting his opponent's moves. But Deadpool is so unpredictable, not even Taskmaster, or sometimes even himself for that matter, can keep up with whatever he's doing.
Unfortunately for Deathstroke, he didn't have the means to put Deadpool down for good. And while Deathstroke's healing factor was perfect for repairing damage, Deadpool's trumped his by being capable of replacing entire organs at a much faster rate. Sometimes the original isn't always the best.
Deadpool is just a cut above the rest.
The winner is...
Spider-Man! I mean, Deadpool.
It's the same thing. Perfect. Alright, I just went and had a look at the little animated thing that they just released, but it seems to just be the same thing, but just purely the animated fight. I don't think they upped the animation or anything yet. I did just skim through it, so maybe they had, but it looked around about the same, so there's no point in watching it. But yeah, looks like we were right again. I had no idea that Slade even had a healing factor, so that was news to me. But I very, very much doubt he was ever going to beat Deadpool, considering, you know, he's literally incapable of dying. He came back, I think, like, if so much as a single atom of Deadpool can grow back, it will do so. He's absolutely insane. So even though I knew Slade was, like, the better fighter and he's more well-trained, Deadpool is roundabout just as good, but also incredibly unpredictable. And unpredictability is just, it trumps everything else. When you don't know what the other person's gonna do, and they don't have like a direct line of attack, and they're just, you know, especially Deadpool, who can literally just break physics and just whip out a giant gun or a mallet or a sword that stops you from being able to heal. You know, it's kind of fucked. It really is. That was a fun one. I really enjoyed that one. I hope you guys did as well. If you did, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It does help massively, and I do massively appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.